Hi, welcome back to my channel. I want to start making videos on my camera now as opposed to on my phone, because the audio I've noticed on videos after I've uploaded them and just left them, but I've noticed that they've literally just been terrible audio quality, and I literally can't anymore. So it's going to be cameras. Lovely. So it doesn't take that long. I've got a new laptop, so it should be quite easy. I might even get to edit them and stuff like that, but we'll get there when we get there. I used to, in my first videos when I was really trying, it's kind of like relationships, which is a great preface for this video, because I'm going to talk about relationships overall, because I find every now and again I just want to do a video on relationships. But I was trying really hard, and I put loads of backing music, and I was sort of annotating them. But I don't even know how I did it. I can't remember if I was using a special phone or something. I was using a good quality phone to record my videos until I got my camera. So anyway, yeah, so I want to talk about relationships, because I definitely have been going through this massive process of weeding out the energy I give to people over time through my narcissism videos and stuff. That kind of has had a long way to go with, understanding personality types, and I did videos about borderline personality and sociopathy and stuff like that. And then I've looked into people's character around these, I don't know. And then also I'm a massive believer of metaphysically what you believe and how you heal, as within so without sort of thing, on people in relationships. And I feel it's really fun when you meet new people and you get you grow through those experiences, because I tried to record a video on spiritual awakening, but I can never really do that fully, because I did a New Age to Jesus video, and I don't know, for whatever reason it didn't work out that I posted it. But I was looking into it, and it was as you sort of grow through life and as your old pathology dies, you sort of open up to a whole kind of new way of living, and in that you sort of attract all of the things that you you sort of resonate with, and the things that are going to help you grow. So because I've always said this to friends of mine and stuff, I think, I've had friends at the moment in my friendship group, and a few of them I've known for 10 years. But I think if I was to have met them before I met them, and the universe brought me them before I met them, I wouldn't have really been able to really benefit from that relationship, just because my maturity level wasn't there. But then I think of what a different and grown person I am compared to who I was back then. It's not hate on myself back then, but I do think that you do massively, people are a massive tool for growth. And it's not to say people should just be looked at as tool, but I think obviously relationships are beautiful things overall, especially it's that thing of mutual resonance, and to have to I had experiences where not to make it dark and stuff, but to have to be around people through obligation that I had nothing in common with, that I didn't that were nasty to me, that brought down my vibe, and that I just really didn't appreciate the energy of, and I'm just so glad that I'm not in that place anymore. And honestly as well, people that resonate on that same energy, if I get that vibe, it's a straight no. I can't, I give it to God basically at this point. If someone does something where I get a whiff of someone's bad vibes, I can't physically tolerate it. So what I'll do is I'll give it to God, and then they'll float naturally out of my universe. That is how metaphysically you can control the people that move in and out of your existence, because obviously, as I said, so as within so without, basically, not to go too much into logistics of the universe stuff, but it is so within people's control. But yeah, it is such a beautiful thing when you've got those people in your soul tribe or whatever, or and then you talk about soulmates and Like soulmates, I've literally forgot the like benefit of soulmates. Like I can't lie, like, you know, it's been a long time since I've like actually valued a new person in my life. Like I think the people I've had in my life, I've had in there for quite a while. And you know, soulmates are such a beautiful thing. Like it's so easy to like get caught up in society's, you know, expectations of like, you know, marriage and this social construction of various aspects, and you know what job and hierarchies, and like putting tons of effort into one avenue so you can basically get to the top or the furthest you can get to gain the most amount of money and stuff. And it's just like, you know, I genuinely think we all have our like own path that any of us are going to follow through whatever is our path. And do you know what, I don't feel like I have to justify my path to anyone anymore. I used to sort of have that feeling of like, I think it's okay to remain humble, but also I think you can mutually, and this is the goal, to like remain humble, but at the same time have that detective mechanism, and to be able to cut the shit when people start throwing shit at you, to sort of be like, that's not for me, like that is not for me. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't want that. And to sort of like, I do not receive that kind of mentality, because I really want to move back to my sort of like hot girl energy game, because you know that is the mood that I want to be in at the moment. Just because like I'm just in a period for growth. I like know that there's going to be time at the moment that I'm going to grow in various areas. And I always find that sometimes when things loop around and you see all the crap and how bad relationships can be, sometimes when like life comes about and you just like have to encounter negative situations and you just see the negatives of life basically, you really grow gratitude for the good people and the benefits of stuff. Because I am genuinely of the mindset of like, of polarity and contrast, in that like no bad thing happens without a good thing, and no good thing happens without a bad thing, I suppose. So yeah, it's just what it is. Things will happen. You're always going to encounter negative people to a degree, but it's kind of, as I say, it's your choice to realize how much you actually want to internalize their rubbish and how much you can actually meet your own needs, and you just genuinely don't need them in your existence whatsoever. Because, you know, I'm a massive believer of being like in your best energy, and you know, thrive. You need to thrive. Like by nature, my name is Holly. It's in my YouTube name now. Holly is a plant. Plants thrive. They grow. They grow towards the sun. You know. That is my vibe. I like to grow. I like to thrive. And some people are like pouring poison on you. Do you know what I mean? And it's just it's not necessary. And you know, I think as well, healthy relationships are actually, they're a balance, and they require discernment, you know, to a degree, because you can kind of unwillingly and unknowingly, or sort of by impulse, chuck relationships into the fire without realising it, without wanting to, without the worst intention. I think you do have to kind of have some level of care, you know, to maintain healthy relationships. But it shouldn't be like that hard that you're like it should be like attainable. But there is definitely work that goes into it to a degree. And that's fine.